This is a fully funded scholarship in Canada. No English text exam is required if you are from an English-speaking country, and you do not need to submit official transcript during your application. This school has entrance and in-program scholarships, meaning that some of these scholarships are automatic. Once you are admitted into the program, you are entitled to some of these scholarships, while some you would have to apply to them separately. Altogether, this school offers various scholarships and you can apply to as many as is available, okay? This is a great opportunity, so apply now to beat the deadline. In this video, we will go over a list of programs, the scholarships that are available to international students, and how to apply. So without wasting time, let's get right into this video. Also, if you've been looking for a school that offers scholarship in nursing in Canada, this school is for you. They have amazing programs lined up for you to apply to: biochemistry, engineering, health sciences, law, architecture, education, so many amazing programs. If this sounds interesting to you, then you're watching the right video. In the official website of this school, I'm going to go ahead and show you everything we've talked about so far. First, I'm going to click on admissions, and I'll go ahead and click on graduate admissions. Okay, I'm about to show you the list of programs that they have. So here is a list of the graduate programs that they offer in this school. This is where you find your program. So graduate programs may have additional requirements for admission that exceed the minimum standards of the Faculty of Graduate Studies. If you are unsure about what is needed for entry into your program, please contact the department of the program you are applying to. Contact info can be found at each of the links below. I'm going to highlight a few of those programs so that we don't spend so much time on this platform. Some of the programs include agriculture, architecture, biochemistry and molecular biology, biological engineering, biology, chemical engineering, digital innovation, food science and technology, health administration, history, journalism, law, maths, mechanical engineering, medical physics, nursing, occupational science, pathology, pharmacology, political science, physiotherapy. Yeah. So they have wide range of programs, so much to choose for, so much programs you can choose from. Now that we've looked at the programs that they offer in this school for graduate studies, let's look at scholarships. Now that we've gotten to scholarship and bursaries, let's explore international student scholarship, bursaries and awards. Okay, so below is a list of scholarships, bursaries and awards that are open to international students, including both entrance and in-program awards. All indicated on each card below are the value of the award and the maximum duration of the award. So click on each card for deadline details and application information. Remember that I mentioned that this school have both entrance and in-program awards. Okay, so we're going to look at those right now. Scrolling up, you would see AS Mowat Prize Scholarship. This scholarship is available to all master students. It's an in-program scholarship for both Canadian or international students. Okay, the February 1st is deadline for application to this scholarship. And if you're seeing this scholarship when the deadline has passed, that's still fine. Just take your time Check out what's required of you and prepare your documents to apply for the next cycle. It keeps going on and on. You just have to keep checking when they will open up the next application cycle so that you can apply. So don't be discouraged if the timeline or the deadline has passed. You can always apply again. The most important thing is having all your documents, all the requirements together, everything that they're asking of you. If you have it and you apply, you're most likely to get the scholarship. So having your documents and getting everything that's required together is the most important thing. So here are different scholarships. This scholarship is this one here, Dr. Paul Anthony and Thelma Jonestone's bursary, all masters or doctoral, October 1st at 4 p.m. That's the deadline. It's an in-program scholarship for Canadian or international students, at least $1,000 one time. So some of these in-program scholarships are given to like the best students, or if you have a high CGPA at the end of the semester, you're already doing the program, you've been admitted, you've started your studies. So you can access some of these scholarships in the course of your program. It's a part of your program. That's when you can get them. For entrance scholarship, like I said, is the scholarship that you apply for when you're still trying to get in. So here is all the list of the different scholarships. Some of them it's as high as 5,000, some are one time, once a year, while some of these scholarships you can get it for up to 3 years. Like this one is the Kilam Predoctoral Scholarship Level 2 for doctoral. It's an entrance or in-program scholarship for Canadian or international students for $42,000 per year, up to 3 years. So this is all the scholarships that they have. They have different scholarships, and you can apply to as many scholarships as you can. You can apply to many of them. You can actually get more than one of these scholarships, both entrance scholarship and in-program scholarship. So this Vernier Canada Graduate Scholarship is a doctoral scholarship. The deadline is September 30th. This is an entrance or in-program scholarship for both Canadian and international students. It gives up to $50,000 per year, up to 3 years. That's amazing. That's great. So let's look at funding application process. There are different ways to apply to this funding. Let's quickly look at that. So once you found the scholarship you're eligible for, learn how to apply and eventually accept your rewards. If you want to know if you're eligible for any of this scholarship, all you have to do is click on it and go into the portal and read what they said about it. So let's look at funding application process. Planning your applications for funding. You can apply for a range of scholarships and bursaries with just one deadline and one online application through the harmonized scholarship process. However, there are many other funding opportunities with different deadlines and requirements for which you need to apply directly. We have divided funding opportunities by harmonized application and direct application so that you can start to build your application plan. They've made it very easy. So they've divided these scholarships. Some of them you can apply with just one application. They grouped it together and made it possible for you to apply with harmonized application just one time. Then there are some other scholarships which they said that you have to apply to those ones directly. This has made it very easy. So here you learn how to apply for all the scholarships listed below with just one application. All you have to do is go to the harmonized scholarship process page now. So these are the scholarships that you can apply to with just one application. These scholarships, that's a lot. Now for direct application, learn how to apply for funding opportunities that require you to apply directly. by clicking on the cards below. If you click on this squares, you click on travel agent, it will take you into the scholarship. If you click on MITAX Global Link Research Award, it will take you into the it will take you into the scholarship. So these are the direct scholarships, the ones you have to apply to directly. Okay, the first ones we looked at is the one you can apply to using the harmonized application process. This is very easy and straightforward. Okay, so now that we've seen the different scholarships that they have and the very simplified means of applying to those scholarships, let's look at the admission requirements. So I'm looking at the admission requirements. I'm going to click on admission requirements for international students. International students make up 30% of the Dalhousie University's community, with students from nearly 100 countries around the world who can now call Nova Scotia home. So they said here that if you have questions about study permits and transitioning to life in Canada, this international center can answer all your questions. Just click there and contact them if you have any questions. So looking at this application deadlines, as an international student, you will need to ensure you apply by the earlier deadlines established for non-Canadian citizens. You will find these deadlines on our How to Apply page. Let's go into that. So they said that they've outlined the steps below for you to follow to apply, and don't hesitate to reach out to us if you run into challenges along the way. These schools are always ready to answer your question. If you have a challenge, just reach out to them. If you click here, if you click on reach out to us, you find means that they provided for you to use and reach out to them. So they have program specific requirements, and they also have Faculty of Graduate Studies minimum admission requirements. Now, looking at English proficiency scores for international students, I'm going to go into that because many of us are really interested in knowing if these schools would allow us to apply without having IELTS scores. So despite the fact that they require students to have a high level of English language proficiency to be successful, it is possible to have these requirements waived for you if you completed your degree at a recognized university where the language of instruction is English, and in a country where English is one of the official languages. You will be able to request this waiver during the application process. So let's look at applying as an international student. So learn more about the admission requirements and support if you are applying to Dalhousie from around the world. You need to know everything in these parts if you're applying as an international student. You have to read everything you need to know about student visa. It's very important. This part is for you to read. So for some students in countries where English is an additional language for them, maybe their official language is French or something else, they would need to write English proficiency exam. So when you're done checking out the specific requirements for your school, your program that you intend to study, you'd go ahead and complete the online form and pay the application fee. To apply, complete the online application form and pay the $115 application fee, $115 application fee. Payment must be received before your application is processed. Methods of payments are included on the online application portal. So here are other steps to consider. In addition to submitting your application form, you will need to provide supporting documents and may need to secure a faculty member to work with as a supervisor for your research. So some programs require you to get a supervisor first from the faculty before your application. Some don't. So we're going to go ahead and find out how to do that. So here are the supporting documents you need to submit. So you need to submit all of these documents. During your application, you do not need to have your school send your official transcript. When you've been admitted, you can send in your official transcript from your school. So it says that if you are accepted for admission, your final and official transcript will be required within 90 days of the start of your program. So you don't need to, have your school email or ship your official transcript. So this is the rest of the documents that you need. Okay, this part of this application is for you to read and see if you have everything that is required of you from here. So other steps to consider is to find out if your program requires you to find a supervisor first before you apply. So I've clicked on find your supervisor, and do you need a supervisor? So if you're planning to apply for a thesis-based master's or PhD program, you may need to identify a supervisor to oversee your studies before you begin the application process. Some faculties will pair you with a thesis supervisor after you are accepted, and course-based programs don't require a supervisor at all. So it's up to you to find out if it's necessary to secure a supervisor first before you apply. They said please check with the faculty, department or school that offers your program. If you click right here that is highlighted in yellow, you'll be able to find out, you'll be able to check and find out if you require a supervisor before you apply. So in case you do require a supervisor, they have something listed here for identifying a supervisor. They've listed it out and made it very simple what you're supposed to do as a means of identifying a supervisor. This application is honestly very, very straightforward. Very easy. So the next thing is, after you apply, what next? Okay. So after you apply, you submitted your application, what next? Once your application is complete, you should receive confirmation from your department. This should include an indication of when a decision can be expected. For additional information, please reach out directly to your department. This school answers questions, they get back to you, so please reach out to them just like they've said. Okay. So you can also defer your starting date. If you're not ready to start at the time that is stipulated for you to start, you can inform the school that you want to shift your resumption date to some other time. You may choose to defer your acceptance up to 12 months from the original start date. You will need to receive permission from your department, which must be followed by approval from the Faculty of Graduate Studies. Once you have been officially accepted, please contact your department to request a deferral of your start date. So now that you've been accepted, congratulations. What next? So if you've been accepted, you would have to follow the next step. What do you do after you've been accepted? You have to find your DAL ID number, accept your offer, activate your net ID, set up your DAL email. That are the things that you will do after you've been accepted. So as an international student, you have to apply for a study permit. You have to explore ways to finance your studies by applying to those scholarships that we've talked about. Prepare to register for courses, find a place to live. They even outline how you can find a place to live, because of course you're coming to Canada for the first time. You will need help settling down, right? So guys, that is it for this video. I hope you found this video helpful, and if that's the case, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that when I upload another video like this, you'll be amongst the first persons to get notified. Don't hesitate to share this video with someone else who might benefit from watching it. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video.